Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch. It's May the 8th. The birthday is over. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm going to cook breakfast and make this a short video. I just wanted to make a few comments and talk about what yesterday meant to me. And I got to tell you, my 77th birthday was very, very, very special. And you guys made it so. The response and the well wishes were incredible. And the outpouring on the live stream last night, it was a blast.
Happy birthday, Dad!
Dad, yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Hi, Carolyn. Sorry, not sorry. I've adopted you as my daddy.
Okay, I'll be your daddy. Who's your daddy? I've always wanted to say that to somebody. Who's your dad? Who's your daddy?
You's my daddy.
I got to meet so many of you whose names I know, to put a face with a name, and it was just a lot of fun. So I want to say that on my normal Tuesday live stream from here on out, I'm going to set aside some time, maybe towards the end of the stream, maybe a half an hour, to actually open it up so that some of you can come in and meet other members of the community. And in that way, maybe we can actually put more names and more faces together. I think it was very beneficial. I think it was great. It was great and helpful to meet other people and not just read about their stories, but actually hear their stories. I think it was absolutely great. We want to do more of that. Thanks to all of you who were brave enough to actually give it a shot last night. And we had very few actual technical issues, which for me was maybe the most surprising point. We're all becoming techies. Again, thank you so much for the turnout and those of you who participated. Special thanks to Rosie, who showed up in a birthday hat and worked with balloons and worked so hard behind the scenes to keep track of everything and make sure that I didn't forget anything. It was extremely, extremely nice of her. To those of you who sang to me, especially Merwin, Carnivore Odyssey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I was deeply, deeply moved by the whole thing. And that brings me to my second point here, which is the only thing that really didn't move me. And it just basically emphasized a problem that as my channel grows is probably a good problem to have, but perplexing to me nonetheless. And that is the amount of time that it takes me to answer the hundreds and hundreds of comments I get every day personally. And I do that because I want to do it, and I feel an obligation to people that take their time and write me a comment or comment on their video in a complimentary way. And I want to express my gratitude for those. Unfortunately, what happened to me yesterday on my birthday, I had said, I'm going to relax on my birthday and just take the day off. I spent the entire day answering comments. And they kept coming in faster than I could answer them. Now, maybe it was a special occasion, but I absolutely have to make some changes to what I do, and I don't want to ignore or hurt anybody's feelings. The biggest problem I have is figuring out how to say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've had to become overly creative just to keep coming up with that. And I think what I'm going to start doing, and not all the time, but when I do have a video that just brings out the best in people and I get a lot of comments, I will always read all the comments, but taking the time to actually type out an answer for each one is what makes it so cumbersome. I am going to, from here on busy days, click the like button, click the heart that I love your comment, and you can take that to mean that I've read it. And if there's a question or something that requires, or it would be nice to have a personal answer or something that involves a question that you have, I'll answer it. But being able to just read through those comments without having to stop and answer each one, or even worse yet, any comment that comes in as a reply to a previous comment on that video doesn't show up in my feed, and I actually have to go back to the YouTube video itself and go into that video's comments and look at the replies to find your comment, which is in most cases just a thanks or a smiley face, and click the heart button. So if you don't see an immediate reply or a reply within a day, me acknowledging your comment or answering your question, know that my heart's in the right place. I just don't have, honest to God, I don't have the time that it takes. And I can't even imagine how any YouTuber that has more subscribers than I do can keep up with this. And we all start out with high aspirations of never leaving the people that watch us feeling that they're being ignored. But it gets to a point where until you get big enough to actually hire a staff of people to do this, and that's not personal, I'm at that point right now where I have to just beg your indulgence that you know that I have read your comment, and I'll answer it if I think that answer would be helpful to you in any way. But it goes without saying that if you give me a compliment, the answer is always going to be thank you very much. And unless I say differently, which I doubt will happen, you can safely assume that that's the answer. And then maybe I can take a little more time off to relax. I'm old after all. And that's about all I wanted to say. So thanks again for making me feel very special on my birthday. And thank you so much for attending and watching the live stream from last night, being a follower and a subscriber. And to show my gratitude, why don't you all just take the rest of the day off and eat some meat?